Wednesday, 1st of July. Welcome to Q3. Let's let's hope Q3 is going to be a bit better than Q2. It seems to be that way, though. Things are moving and opening and progressing, which is good. But I think Q2 of 2020 will go down as being one of the most interesting is a good word I'd use for it. Quarters in my career, business-wise and personally as well. So hopefully we're coming out of it now, and things are going to improve. So I was going to do a video today, a conversation around customer service and excellence, and follow up on a post I did. I was talking about Rolls-Royce, where with Rolls-Royce you can go and have any color paint you want, and they'll design it for you, they'll make it for you, and then you name it, and nobody else can have that paint unless you give them permission. I thought that was quite cool. However, the text post I put up, attracted some real strange characters that I've had to block because the Rolls-Royce the brand, or the fact that people have got a lot of money to spend on things, really triggered people. And so I was literally going through and deleting and blocking people. They were getting really vicious with me as well. It's like, my goodness. Anyway, they're not in the gang anymore, so we're all quite safe. Strange activity behavior for LinkedIn. So I'm going to go to my plan B, and a colleague of mine over in the US, John, I'll tag him in the video feed anyway. There was a post up and it said, would you have your hair cut by a robot? And I just went back and said, no, I wouldn't. And he said, well, why not? Anyway, first of all, I don't need to explain it, I just wouldn't do it. But my reasoning behind it is, if a robot or a mechanical thing can cut my hair, I'm sure it might do a better job. It might do a better job than a barber. It might be able to give me a more consistent cut, make me look better, thinner, younger, less grey, whatever it is. It might do a great job, and I'm sure you can program it and you can have it and whatever. I'm sure it does a fabulous job and that type of thing. Would I want a machine to cut my hair? No, I wouldn't actually. And the reason is because I actually quite like being around people. I think this lockdown has taught me that I am more introvert than I thought, but I actually like being around people. And if we go through life, perhaps it's just me getting old. If we go through life going from app to machine to fabricated, drone delivered, whatever it is, we just sit in a little bubble somewhere, and we don't need to go and meet people, have any sort of sociability. And I think I'm quite a social creature. I like talking and discussing. And I know you're going to say, well, you can have a discussion with a robot. But what happens to all the hairdressers and all the barbers out there? I want people to be able to use their talents and skills, and maybe they can do other things. I'm sure they can. But actually, I like buying from a person. I like trading with a person. I like having a conversation with a person, because I think it's how we're wired. So would I have my hair cut by a robot? I don't think I would. I mean, I'm sure, not be out of fear for not doing a great job. It's just it all sounds a bit sort of utopian 1984, clinical, living in a bubble, Matrix type thing. And I'm hardwired not to go for that. So lots of good things out there that are going to happen with apps and robots and all that sort of thing. But would I want a robot to come in? No, I don't think I would. But I think it comes back to this: how do we engage with people? What does society look like for us? I think the lockdown has taught us that we do miss being around people. Now, we can do it over Zoom, we can do it on a screen, and that's all good. We do lots of work. We're doing a training event for one of the big banks in Luxembourg in 2 weeks' time, which is great, over Zoom, or an equivalent, WebEx I think is called, which is great. Now, that's all very good. And we can add the same level of value, but it's not the same. It's like sort of plastic compared to leather to me. It's not quite the same. So what we're going to be doing, and I guess most people as well, are we going to keep working over Zoom and video? Absolutely we are. This is how we base our business. But when we can, we are going to continue with meetings, events and workshops and physical networking. There is something about meeting a person who's having a chat, and I've already got a couple of lunches booked, which is great. We've got a meeting booked now. We've got workshops booked. So we're getting back into the flow. It all comes back to this idea, I think, that we actually need to be around people. So that's my my backup conversation piece for not triggering people over Rolls-Royce. Somebody put on the post, they said, only stupid people buy Rolls-Royce. And I didn't respond, I just deleted. But I didn't respond. But I thought, well, I'm pretty sure that it might not be the car of choice for lots of people because maybe they can't afford it. And even if you can afford it, maybe Rolls Royce is not your thing. Well, that's great as well. But very few people who can afford a Rolls Royce, in my experience, are stupid. You don't have the level of income and cash or whatever it is to by being stupid. It's not one of those things. But again, this sort of thing triggers people. And it struck me when we were in the US, we lived over there for a while, is you can see the different mindset. You see a Rolls Royce in London or maybe in somewhere in Europe, maybe London, maybe, and people point and shout and who do you think you are and all this sort of thing, and they sort of attack the Rolls Royce almost. Whereas in where we lived over in the US, you see a Rolls Royce or a fabulous car, and I've seen this actually happen. People would go up to it and take a photograph, and hey buddy, fabulous car. And how do I get one of those? They're more intrigued about what the process was to get one rather than the hatred for the people who had chosen to get one. So it says a little bit about European mindset perhaps. So if Rolls-Royce triggers you, please don't make a comment in the video below, but just consider about being social, not having your hair cut by a robot. And for John Knott, I'll tag you in the comments below and see what you think. So have a great day. That's my update from the recovery room, and I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday, and have a great day. Oh, by the way, check out my conversation with Matt Fidesz, who is one of the top martial artists in the world, built a fabulous business, but also hung out with millionaires and billionaires and celebrities as bodyguard and been on the TV, and just a very genuine conversation around success and achievement and mindset. It's really, really good. I didn't say a lot, which is reassuring. He did all the talking. It's a great video. It's on YouTube. It's on my LinkedIn feed. Check it out and see what you think. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now and have a great day.